two, three, and it's killing me. 1, 2, 3, you're killing me. 3, 2, 1, you're a loaded gun. 3, 2, 1, straight at my heart. The way it's gonna touch me, the way it's gonna kill me. I'm Mr. Zippers, we're playing your heroes. The way it's gonna touch you, the way it's gonna kill you. Now the Mr. Zipper is looking in the mirror. The internal feelings hit over big clouds of reason. Wait for a solution to the dapper revolution. I see the night is cut up with daylight on the edge of night and see the freedom. I see the night is cut up with daylight on the fight of fight. Call me a hero.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
What's up, gang, and welcome to the Chicks That Rock. What we do every 10th episode, this is the 50th episode of Soundcheck. That's kind of a cool little milestone there. Thanks so much for making the show last this long, because we can't do it without you. But we've been doing the Chicks That Rock since way back in 2014 on the Metal Moose Radio Show, and I wanted to continue doing it here on Soundcheck, but I wanted to do it more often, so we're doing it every 10th episode. So number 50, like I said today, this is a show where we show our appreciation to women in the scene. And that's not our appreciation of showing a bunch of chicks with their boobs hanging out. It's not an appreciation of us having the hottest chicks in metal, garbage like that. This is appreciation by playing the music of bands that have at least one female member in the band. And to show, ever since the very beginning when I started this whole deal, 99.9% of the people that have helped me with promotion, with web graphics, the web page, everything, has been women. And that's on purpose, man. I am very pro-woman. I'm pro-women doing cool stuff in the music scene. And I wanted to do a show with bands that had at least one female member. So let me just take it real quickly before there's some guy who's a big fan of, gutted pig vomit. And he's like, no way, man, I don't listen to bands with chicks in it, or they're never heavy enough. Man, we've played some of the heaviest bands we've ever played on Soundcheck or Metal Moose have been bands that have been on Chicks That Rock. You can find all the episodes of Chicks That Rock, as well as all the episodes of Soundcheck and Metal Moose Radio on YouTube. Make sure and just search Metal Moose Radio on YouTube. You can find us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn, Mixcloud, all the hell over the place. And if you go somewhere, just subscribe to it, man. You get an email every time a show comes out. We do the show twice a week, and we try to play new bands every time. This is not somewhere where you're going to come back and hear the same bands every single show we do. Now, this really only started recently, but we don't tend to play the same band twice. We try to play a whole batch of brand new bands that you never heard of every show. So about 30 bands a week that you have never heard of, and you're going to love some of them. Some of them you're going to go, there's a reason why I haven't heard those guys. Yeah. But you're going to find some good ones. And trust me, I've found some amazing, amazing bands. But Chicks That Rock, man, real quick, just this goes out to all the women in the scene and the women that do stuff in the scene that you don't. It's really cool that I deal with the Liz Civarella at Century Media and Melissa over at Full Blast and Melissa at the Metalhead Box, which I think is the same person. And there's a bunch of them that I deal with. Kara Ashby at Asher. There's so many women doing stuff behind the scenes that you don't ever know about because they're not in the band or whatever. But This is what we do for them, and saying thank you for helping in the scene and doing what you do in such a male-dominated thing. So yeah, man, it's my way of saying thank you. My name is Moose. This is Soundcheck, by the way, coming to you from the Moose Pit here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where it is blazing hotter than hell. So hope you're staying cool and keeping yourself out of the heat wherever you are, and having a good time. So sit back and crack a few open and just get ready for some great music. And also feel free to get engaged with the show. That is a big deal to us. Your opinion is a big deal. Text line is 424-666-7356. That's also the phone number. I did want to mention that if you happen to call while I'm recording the show, I'll put you on the air. So you just never know if I'm going to answer when you call. And so you might end up on the air, and we'll just let it go and have fun with it. But we take requests, we take comments, we take pictures. Taco recipes, those are important. And My Guard, man, new release, brand new, can't wait to hear it. We played them a long time back, but this is brand new, and My Guard.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Tonight, I'll sing with my stars. Guard is on the sky. Lead me, I'll fly, I'll be there. Let me show the way to another day until eternity. And I know that my beauty resides in my innocence, burning in the night for one nocturnal ride. And I return to bring back to light. My universe is reborn inside. She's born inside. I feel love born on the feelings in my mind. I just want to add with you underneath my starry sea. I'll be Great destroyer, let me soar. You gave me love, you never asked for more. I became that, but I cry no more. I'm a magnet of my underground core. I don't see, or I'm alive. I stand by my own glorious ground. Let me reach your soul, offer me the whole, and I'll be your island as your surrender roll. Love's born on the feelings in my mind. I just want to add with you underneath my starry sea. I'll be set free.
Hello there, grind children. This is the Grind Mother, and you are listening to the Metal Moose Show.
If you don't know who the Grind Mother is, she's definitely a chick that rocks. Just look her up on Facebook, Grind Mother. It's awesome. We played her way back. I don't know if we played her. I think we did play her on a 60 Rock show. Anyway, man, you got to check it out. I think she was just here live, like not too long ago. Anyway, so listen with the and My Guard there. I didn't like the rap style vocal. It reminded me too much of the Avril Lavigne and the "I Want to Be Your Girlfriend" song with the effect that was on the voice. It wasn't my favorite thing, but I loved the chorus, and the melodies were fantastic. It's a song that I can see getting a lot of traction, a lot of fans with a younger girl kind of crowd. I don't know about in the quote unquote metal world how far that's going to go. Would I wear an "And My Guard" shirt? Yes, I would. I dig the band, but it was a little, I don't know, maybe it was purpose. It was super poppy, and but that, I mean, sometimes that's a good thing. Cool tune, man. Like I said, not a fan of the rap-esque kind of thing, but beyond that, I thought that the production was great. I thought her vocal was excellent. So totally a fan. I'd probably give that a 3.5 taco. It's a little bit of a lower mark because I wasn't a fan of the rap thing, but beyond that, really cool. So listen, we would love to hear from you what your favorite band was on the show. You can email me, moose@themetalmoose.com, or like I said earlier, you can text on the text line at 424-666-7356. If you know of a band that has at least one girl in it, we're always looking for people to put on the show. That email, moose@themetalmoose.com. You can send a download link of the music, and we're going to rock it on the show. So it's not impossible to get on Soundcheck. It's very easy, as a matter of fact. That's why we have played over 4,000 bands. And it's growing every week, every day, and so is the show itself. Thank you to all the affiliates who are carrying the show. Got some exciting news coming up the next couple of weeks. We'll talk about that a little bit. More Chicks That Rock with Clandestine on Soundcheck.
This is Billy V, lead guitars and show producer for Darkitect, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
This is Joel from Bent to Break, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
Hey, baby, this is Rachel Record from the Crash Dolls, and I'm a chick that rocks on Metal Moose.
You are listening to the Metal Moose. Metal Moose Radio.
Hey, Ben from Goatwhore, loving on the Metal Boost Radio Show. Appreciate you being here wherever you listen from. Your home, your phone, your car, wherever you're at, man. We appreciate you making us part of your day and one of your podcasts that you listen to. We appreciate it very much. So, clandestine there. There were a couple things about that were just unnerving. It was a little. The guitar, what it sounded like a tap kind of a deal, behind the vocal in the verses just was distracting to me. And then it got really, really close there, at times of having a nice vocal catch or, you know, a melody to catch onto, but it didn't have that it factor enough to make it, you know, something that you want to hear over and over because it's stuck in your head. It was good, and I think there's just a lot of good things going on. I could feel a lot of Lacuna Coil kind of stuff going on there with the tune, which is not a bad thing at all. So, pretty cool, man. I think that all the right pieces are there. I just don't know that they're put in the right order for me, but that's me. It's not something I want to go back and listen to more of the album and go, hey, now there might be some stuff going on here. It's something that I feel like in the future, if things are put together properly, could be great. Now, listen, the production was nice, and the vocal was well done. It felt discombobulated to me, and I just kept waiting for that, whoa, there it is moment, like, oh crap, did you hear that hook or whatever. For me, it didn't happen. So that's just me, but hey, Clandestine, we love you, man. That's why we're playing you on the show. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you know, people are going to love you. Just stay true to what you do, and that's what I do. And yeah, I keep doing it like this, and it just keeps getting bigger and better because I'm not really following any rules. I'm just doing what I do and being who I am. So, hey, listen, make sure and go to the website at themetalmoose.com where you can find info on the shows and all that stuff as well. But you can also donate there. We do take donations to keep up with new equipment. I just got a new monitor because mine was going out due to donations and stuff like that. We appreciate everyone that comes in. Just hit the donate button. It's all done through PayPal. You don't have to worry about any information getting lost or stolen. Falsifier on the CHIX that rock. Ugh.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
These broken bones, it's all I feel.
A little bit of falsifer. I think I may have said falsifier at the beginning there. That's wrong. It's a falsifer. Yeah, so here's the deal, man. Like with that kind of stuff, that metalcore gent genre, it's interesting because I'm really, really way behind on that kind of music. So for me, it's hard to say what is accepted by that crowd, what they dig. I thought it was extremely heavy, super bottom heavy, just kick you square in the nuts heavy. But I didn't hear anything that made me go, whoa, these guys got their own thing going on, or gals, excuse me. There are a couple of girls in the band. So I don't know what separates that band from a lot of the other bands out there doing, but now listen, that doesn't mean I didn't like it. I like it. I would totally wear a shirt. And by the way, when I say I would wear your shirt, I really want you to send me one. So if you guys have XXX shirts, I would love that, or even just a signed CD would be great. Just contact me on Facebook. I liked it. I would wear the shirt. I thought it was enjoyable. Do I know if it's up to par with that kind of group or whatever? I don't know. But I liked it, so I don't really care if it's up to par with that. I think that it probably could have used a couple little different elements. Maybe, I don't know exactly what or how melody works in that realm. I know that some people use it and it turns out really well, and some people try and it doesn't work out well. So anyway, yeah, but it was good, man. I liked it. I'd probably give that a four taco rating. 4 tacos. That's about right for a guy my size. So yeah, man, good stuff. Falsifer. I like it. I would wear the shirt. What I mean when I say that about wearing the shirts is because when I wear shirts with bands, people ask me, who is that? Who's that band? Where are they from? What do they sound like? And that's my way of promoting you in a different area. I think that band is from Southern Australia or something like that. So coming up next, a great band, Gabriel and the Apocalypse on CHIX that Rock.
With the latest in high-octane Metal Moose. You've been weighed, you've been measured, you've been found wanting. Metal Moose. For the latest in high-octane Metal Moose. Visit them on Facebook at Metal Moose Radio for weekly podcasts and more up-to-date information and events. Metal Moose.
This is Wayne from Forbidden Planet, and you are listening to The Metal Moose.
Gabriel and the Apocalypse there. Wow. Wow. What an interesting piece of music. And it has so much going on. It's very controlled, though. I don't know if this is coming off of maybe a concept record and there's a story going on. Color of Winter there. I really appreciate that. It was epic. It was a story being told. I could feel the emotion in the song. The production was great. I loved everything about it was really good, but it really made me curious. Is this a chapter in on a concept record? So I want to go back and listen to more, but a damn plus. I would wear that shirt anytime you ask me to. And I would give that a 5 taco rating. That was an excellent song. It, I think for a lot of people, it may have been long, it may have been boring, it may not have done much for them. But I, as a musician and somebody who does this day in, day out and listens to so many bands, that piece of music like that is a rare find. And I thought it was fabulous, man. So I'm in. I think it's cool. I can't wait to hear more of that record, which, if you listen to the show on a normal occasion, I just don't say that very often because I don't want to go listen to full albums of bands with quasi-decent songs. So, yeah, man, I'm going to go check that out. So this next one, by the way, just kudos to Gabriel and the Apocalypse. Good stuff. This next one is a very interesting one, and I don't even know her real name. I don't even know that. I think they said in the little press sheet that some people call her Moscow. Some people call her different names or whatever. But apparently, this chick is growing huge fan numbers all over the place. And the song is called Queen of Sin, and I think she may even be from Moscow. I'm not 100% sure on that, but we're going to check it out because everybody that listens to it seems to love it. So we're going to find out here on Soundcheck what we think about it because, it might be good. It might suck because a lot of people like Britney Spears, too, and it can't possibly be because of her music. So, yeah, anyway, so we're going to find out here in just a second here. Moscow, Queen of Sin. Hope you're having a good time. We got a long way to go. We're only about 40 minutes into the show. We got a 2-hour show for you tonight, which we always do. Every show is 2 hours, twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know what it comes on your affiliates, but on iTunes it comes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes Fridays if I'm tired. Moscow, Queen of Sin on the Chicks That Rock on Soundcheck.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
It's too late.
I would collude with Moscow on that one, and yeah. So yeah, that was something to be pretty excited about. That was pretty cool, man. Good poppy hook, good growl, clean vocal mixture, like the guitar effect with the kill switch. I know a lot of you think that that's just a band, but that was pretty cool. I like the song. I think there's big things ahead for that. I can understand why everybody's goo over it. Pretty cool. Rockin' tune. Didn't hold back on the heaviness. I like it, man. So, yeah, Moscow, I'm a fan. Please send me a shirt or a signed CD or something cool. That'd be great because I'm a fan. I'm a total fan. That was cool, man. I don't know if that could be hitting radio right now. I have no idea. So, pretty cool. So, yeah, so on this show, we played Gabriel and the Apocalypse. We played them way back on Metal Moose, and then so we played somebody else that we've played before as well. I can't remember who it is now, or maybe they're later. But we try to play all new bands on every Chicks That Rock. So if you go back on the YouTube channel and you go back to the very beginning Chicks That Rock, I think we did 9 or 10 of them on the Moose, and then this is our 5th one on the Soundcheck format. So there's a ton, and I'm talking about Olathe and Pray For Me and Scarlet Canary and Glass Delirium, Big Red Horse, Sleepwalking Home, some amazing bands. So make sure and go check them out. Like I said, it goes back to 2014. So, we're almost halfway through 2017. So a lot of years of Chicks That Rock shows and a lot of really, really good bands. So, and that's the cool thing about the YouTube channel is that all the shows are there, man. You could listen to a new show every day forever and not hear the same bands. You'd hear new stuff. And of course the show has changed formats multiple times. We had the Squirrel on for a while. It was just me with Moose, and then and Mary as well, and all that stuff. So it's a good travel back in time, but it's worth it, especially for the amount of music you can get. This one ought to be interesting. Red Moon Architect. It looks gently fresh, I guess. We'll find out here in just a second. Red Moon Architect.
Moose rocks Canada.
Red Moon Architect. Count me the hell in. That is my kind of gig right there. Not genty fresh, but doomy, male growl, female clean, vocal excellent. Excellent production was good. Performance was good. Loved it. Really good. Would love a shirt. Would totally wear the shirt. Would love a signed CD if you guys want to shoot me one. That's if you listen to the show, you know that's my kind of gig. Or I'm into that kind of doom right there. So I am a fan. Totally good stuff. So this next band was the band. I know that we had two bands on here that we had played previously on Metal Moose, CHIX That Rock. These bands haven't been on Soundcheck yet, but this next band, this just is brand new, just came out, so, and they're really pushing hard on it. I haven't heard it yet, can't wait to hear it, but it's another band that I remember when I heard them on the Moose, I was like, man, these guys are good. Same thing with Gabriel and the Apocalypse. I knew that they were good, but, listen, it's kind of an interesting deal when you play a band and then years later you play them again. You have no idea if they're going in the same direction, if they've changed members, changed sounds, all that good stuff. So whenever I do a show like this, I'm listening to the songs for the very first time, just like you are. Unless you're just an absolute metal stud, then chances are you never heard these bands. And hell, because I haven't heard of most of them. I only know of them because I get the music from the bands and they send it in, and they know that I am a champion of underground hard rock and metal. And this is, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but when you're on the Moose, man, it's a big deal. People listen and people recognize what's going on. So going to get heard by a lot of people, and we hope that we can push this as hard as we can for all the bands. But thank you so much to Roses Undead for sending us their new single. And like I said, they're pushing this hard, man, so we're going to check it out. And make sure you go and find them on Facebook, Roses Undead.
Yo, this is Tyson from the Apex, and you're listening to the Moose.
Hey, it's Aaron from Glass Delirium, and I'm a chick who rocks on the Metal Moose.
If you ain't covered in Cheeto dust, then you just ain't listening right.
This is Don Rizzi from Throttle God, Rock Springs, Wyoming Metal, and you are listening to the Moose.
This is Brad from Coma Trip, and you are listening to the Metal Moose.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Trying to tell myself it was
Michael from the band Bag of Bones, and you're listening to the Metal Moose.
This is Derek from Scissortooth. You're listening to the Moose.
This is Ben from Go War, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
This is Ben DeVoe from Inverted Serenity, and you are listening to the Moose.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
I don't see anything but great things ahead for Roses Undead. They're great tune, radio ready, arena ready, good production, performance was fantastic, really, really nice. I can see myself wearing a Roses Undead shirt very soon in the future. Really good, nicely done. I need to go back and hear the rest of the record, man, because that right there is that's a breakthrough kind of song, man. That is that's I can see good things, man. I got a feeling about that. That was really, really damn good. So much appreciated. Totally worth 5 tacos on my end of things, and even maybe a little sour cream on those tacos. So that's the extra little kick there. Really kick-ass tune, man. I appreciate that a ton. That was good, well written. It was a song. It had melody. It built. I loved the build. I think that's the part about the song that I liked the most. It started and just built and built and built and built, and I think one of the most common mistakes with a build like that is I think people go over the deep end on the on the forte of the song, and then they just blow it to pieces. That was well controlled. It kept the power of the forte really solid, man. That was more than I expected. So very, very good, man. Much appreciated. Totally cool. And I'm proud to be able to say that they sent me that song, man. They said, yeah, we're going to send this over to the Moose, and cool, man. They even thought about me. It's pretty awesome. So good stuff. Coming up next is a band that's got a black metal name, I think. Anyway, I would consider it black metal. Their name is Mist. The song is called Under the Night Sky. Can't you hear it? The chorus paint. But yeah, that's one of the cool things. I really try to mix it up with the music on the show. And I always hope that the music on the Chicks That Rock is just the same. I want to really play as many genres as possible now, since I don't listen to the songs, so I'm totally guessing when I'm putting this stuff together. But Mist sounds kind of black metalish to me, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're big Zeppelin fans. It's Misty Mountain Hop or whatever. But I'm going for black metal on this one. But interesting nevertheless. We'll check out some Mist, and waiting on your text, man. 424-666-7356. Text in your name, where you're listening to us from, what you think about the show, what you think about me, and what you're wearing, baby. It's true. You can do it. I am completely naked. It's just how it works. It's metal and me naked. Mist.
This is John from Doghouse flying out of New Jersey, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio. Love you guys, man.
Yeah, I thought I'd call in and let you know what I think about the show, man. I tell you, it's real comical. You must be fucking delusional. You dumb damn Cheeto dust, man. What?
That goes out to all you old Moose listeners and the Cheetos. You know, I am a fan of Cheetos to the day I die. So screw that guy. Anyway, Miss, not black metal, very cult metal, doom stoner kind of. It was like a heavy, slow version of Heart. But I love that whole kind of witchy woman kind of cult rock sound. Very, it's chill, you know, I guess if that makes sense. It's, you know, and it's got that whole, you know, kind of seance vibe to it. I'm a fan, man. I would wear the shirt. Dig it a lot. Of course, I have a weird deal for witches. I think witches are cool. So it sounded really witchy to me. I'm a fan of witches. It's a total, I don't know if I'd call it a fetish, but I think witches are awesome and, you know, kind of scary at the same time, which is, you know, it works out well. Yeah, man, so I'm a fan. I would wear the shirt. I liked the song, probably a 4 taco rating. Yeah, man, make sure and get a hold of me, guys, because if you have shirts and you have them in a XXX, because I wear huge shirts because I'm a huge dude. Yeah, so I'd love one, or at least, like I said, a signed CD would be awesome too. I collect those as well. Listen, man, it's been a blast so far. We got a whole long way to go. Coming up next is a band called Shark Infested Daughters with Tidebringer. And this is a band that I've had on my. I have two. I have a 5 and a 3 terabyte external hard drives that are just full of music, and I think I've had this band around forever, and I just happened to stumble across it the other day when I was putting shows together, and I was like, Shark Infested Daughters, that sounds like a name of a band that might have a female member in it, and they do, so we're going to play them, and I apologize for not playing them sooner, because who knows how long I've had this, but listen, and I know there are a lot of people out there who send in music, and they're waiting for their song to be played, but man, if you knew the amounts of music that we get, sometimes it takes a while, man. Just hang in there with me. We'll get you on, I promise. It's right now, I think I have a show set up all the way through September. So yeah, man, it's going to be a while, but we'll get you there. Don't worry. We're going to get it on, and people are going to hear it, and we're going to love it and have a good time with it. Shark Infested Daughters. 2 things I'm scared of, sharks and daughters. Yep.
Hi, this is Rodolfo Rogers from Evil Heart from Mexico, and you're listening to The Moose.
Why can't you
Billy V, lead guitars and show producer for Darkitect, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
This is Joel from Bent to Break, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
Hey, baby, this is Rachel Record from the Crash Dolls, and I'm a chick that rocks on Metal Moose.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Damn, that was good. Shark Infested. That was sweet, man. I really something about that whole bleeding through sound with the keyboards, in the hardcore kind of metal chorus sound. I've always liked it. I think they're from Canada. I love Canada. It's just a thing, man. War Machine is from Canada. So Roger Clemens pitched for the Toronto Blue Jays. That's in Canada. So Kara Ashby and Asher Media Group are in Canada. I love that. Did I say War Machine? Yeah. Yeah, man. So big Canadian fan here. I thought it was really good. The song was cool. There was a lot of energy. The female vocals were really good. Melodies were nice. Keyboard, beautiful touch. Nice, man. Totally 4.5 stars. And would love a shirt. Love a shirt. If you guys want to shoot me one out, that'd be great. I'm a fan. I'll wear it all the hell over the place. And since I wear metal shirts pretty much every day of my life. So man, it's I'm a fan. This next band is a band that I've heard a lot about. This is another one of those bands that, everybody was talking about, Moscow, that we played earlier. But this next band I've been hearing a bunch about, and I'd never heard them. And then when I found out that there was a girl in the band, of course, I get excited. And I was like, sweet, we can put them on the Chicks That Rock, and we can hear what this is everybody's freaking out about. And so we're about to hear them, and we're going to find out, you and me together. One of us being naked. I don't know if you're naked too. That's okay. I mean, just, rub Cheeto dust on your body. It's what we do here at the Moose. Just, it's a normal thing. Don't feel weird about it. Just do it. It's fun. Trust me, you're going to love it. Cheeto dust. It's not famous for no good reason. Sibilant with Incinerate. Let's find out what we got. Let's lock it up and buckle it up, Buttercup. Here we go.
are listening to the Metal Moose.
Man, oh man, wow, damn, Semblant, don't hurt him, Hammer. That was awesome, and I think the sexiest thing about the whole song was the keyboard solo, that old school kind of John Lord just rocking the keyboard back and forth. That was sweet. I really liked that. The guitar solo was really, really tasty, not overplayed. The chops were great. The guitar playing in the whole song was excellent. So I didn't know if the female sang in the song, or the keys to the whole thing was great as well. So a big fan. I don't have any complaints whatsoever. The only difference that I would make is that I would pull, whenever you're doing the female and the male vocal together, you might drop the female just a little bit, so that the harmony works a little bit better. The harmony's good, don't get me wrong. It fits and it's nice, but if she overpowers the male vocal a little bit too much, then it kind of drowns it out. Just throwing that out there. Beyond that, man, holy crap, that was really good. I'm super impressed by that. I felt early on, I felt a little bit of a, Figure Number 5 era soil work kind of a deal. I felt a little bit of soil work throughout the entire song. And maybe that's just me, but I think a lot of it had to do with the amazing guitar playing, the vocal style as well. Had a little bit of strid in there. But yeah, man, super good. Wow, I know why people were talking about it. I'm a fan. I would love a shirt. And that's something I can see myself going back and listening to the rest of that record and see if it stands up with that one tune. Because if it does, we're talking about good chances here. We're going to hear a lot from this band. And people, like I said, people are already talking about them. I've heard about them on numerous occasions, and we'll get to it when we get to it. That's kind of how it goes, unfortunately, man. There's a lot of people waiting in line. So yeah, man, thanks so much. Make sure and join us on Facebook and Twitter. Just type in Metal Moose Radio. You'll find us there. Also on Instagram and Pinterest and YouTube, iTunes. Just go to Google and put Metal Moose Radio, and you'll find us all the hell over the place. Worldwide syndicated, and it's a big deal, man, and we have a lot of fun doing this. And we do say we, it's me. I do it for nothing. I don't get paid to do this, so that's why we ask for donations to help buy computers and microphones and print up t-shirts and stuff like that. So we're not greedy. I'm not greedy, but it's cool to be able to get cool things to do the show better. Dead Asylum.
Loose with the Moose.
Force
Yeah, man, I don't listen to the Chicks That Rock show because Chicks don't really play heavy enough music. It needs to be heavy, and it really needs to rock, and I just don't think Chicks can do it. Yeah, so Dead Asylum there, showing that some chicks can throw down as hard as the big boys. So for all those people out there that listen to the Chicks That Rock show, Dead Asylum just kicked you square in the nuts, and you loved it. Badass, man. Super cool tune, deathy. I think the girl in the band is the drummer, which is cool as hell. That was awesome, man. I liked it a lot. So has there been anybody that I didn't like tonight so far? This has been a really good show. Usually there's somebody in the show that I'm not a fan of. So we've still got a few songs left. It could happen, but I'm a fan. I would wear the Dead Asylum shirts and proudly and show people that I like them. Hey, listen, when I say that I really would love a shirt, if you guys can afford to send one out. If not, I'd love a signed CD. That'd be great too, because most of the stuff I get from you or the promo agencies are usually digital, so I love to have something I can put my hands on. And I collect signed CDs from the bands, and I've got quite a few of them, and I'd love to have more. So thanks so much for sending your music in and sharing it with us. That was really, really good, man. So yeah, Dead Asylum. I like it. I'm a fan. As I was saying earlier, make sure you go to the website, and if you have money to contribute to the fund, so we're trying to, I'd like to get a little bit better. I've got a little 8-track Behringer that I use board. I'd like to get a little bit bigger of a board. My laptop screen went out, so I got this, got a great new, like 20-something inch hands-free monitor, thanks to a donation from the Novi Society. And but the laptop that the screen went out on is duct taped together. I'm not kidding. It's duct tape. So I'm looking at getting a new laptop. Listen, the show's going to go on whether I get one or not. We're going to make it happen. But I'm always trying to keep things new and fresh and good so we can have quality shows and good things going on. And I can't do that without you guys. Like I said, there's no company paying us money. Real quickly, speaking of companies, the coolest company on the planet, the Metalhead Box. If you don't know about them, also, by the way, Melissa Box is who runs the Metalhead Box, and she's definitely a chick that rocks. Go to themetalheadbox.com, find a combo that you like, subscribe to it. It's metal. It's awesome. It's Christmas every month, man. You got to get with the Metalhead Box. It's awesome. This next band is called Car Chaos. We're going to find out right now.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Ready for battle, what we lost will be found again.
man, it just slaying it tonight. I am stunned and stupefied that I haven't come across a band that I've not really been into. Everything tonight has just been solid as hell. Car Chaos there. And another song with some really, really sexy keys. And I'm not a huge keyboard-esque kind of guy, but man, the keys were so well done in that. Now, the one little itty-bitty thing is I think when the double kick muddies up your sound a little bit, production otherwise was really well done. Female vocal, nice growl vocal, excellent guitar playing, great tone, good stuff. Wow, really good. So I'm impressed with that too. I don't know that we're going to have a bad song on this show. It does happen sometimes. I know I wasn't into the rap thing earlier, but it wasn't even really rap. It was more of a cadence. But man, so far tonight, man, everything has been just over the top, really good. I'm loving this. So we've still got 2 or 3 songs left. So we got more on the way. Hopefully everybody makes it out without getting scathed too bad, which I don't really scathe people when I don't like them. I just try to help with some, here's some ideas you might try. Anyway, this next band is called Ward 16. I'm not real great at Roman numerals, but I think that's what it is. And with a song called The Flight. Like I said, I don't listen to the songs before the show, but I usually see pictures of the band. And if I'm remembering correctly, this is a very interesting looking band. And I'm going to go with maybe some sort of industrial or maybe punk rock industrial kind of thing. Very strange looking group of people, but hey, strange is it's different strokes, right? So along with the Metalhead Box, of course, being the coolest company on the planet. Also want to thank Tornado Tattoo here in Oklahoma City. Josh Poindexter and Josh Hawley, my official tattoo guys, have been for years. If you're looking for some ink and an awesome deal, make sure to go into Tornado Tattoo. Tell them that the Moose sent you, and they're going to treat you like family. They're going to treat you like family anyway, but if you tell them you know me, well, I don't know. That may not be a good idea, don't you? I'm just kidding, man. They're awesome. They're great friends of ours, and we appreciate them. So Tornado Tattoo here in OKC. Coming up right now, Ward 16, I think. We'll find out here in a minute. Maybe. I don't know. I hate to bring this up. I was just going back through the playlist and looking around, and I forgot that I was not actually a fan of the Aftermoon song, the very first song on the show. As a matter of fact, I'm a little worried because sometimes the performance of the show is based on the first tune, and I thought it was kind of mundane and flat. It just didn't do a lot for me. It wasn't like the worst song I've ever heard, anything like that, but it just didn't. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe the the passion that was put into the song or whatever. So it just didn't have enough of that for me. So anyway, yeah, man, that was another good one. Asylum, whatever the hell it is. I can't find them on Facebook, so it must not be 16. It is XVI. That's 10, 15, 16, right? I don't know, so I can't find them. Yeah. Anyway, I thought they were awesome. That was cool, man. It was bouncy. It was fun. It was full of energy. Cool production. I mean, everything was cool. I liked her vocals. She sounded... I mean, I guess that's what is that? The Suicide Squad chick with the bat? That's kind of what it reminded me of. Like, I'm a badass. What are you going to do about it? So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'd like to hear. It's not something that I'm really interested in going back and listening to, but I'd like to hear more to see if that's their, if that's their shtick or whatever. That kind of anthem, kind of jump rock kind of sound interesting. But this next one is a band that it's a demo, so I'm kind of concerned about the quality, but I've heard nothing but good things about them. Anachronism. Yeah. We'll check it out right now.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Man, if that was a demo, I can't wait to hear that track with some proper production. Really brutal, really good, genty, fresh as hell. Anachronism, you have a hard name to say, but I really liked it. I would love a shirt. Fantastic. Wow. So listen, I want to end with me talking and just tell you guys I've had a great show. Every band, minus the first band, has been really awesome. This next band I'm going to play, we'll finish off the show with that, is a band that's got everybody talking. I'm not even going to give a review of it. I'm just going to play it because everybody's talking about them, and I wanted to get them into the show. So the show's about 3 minutes longer than normal, but I say it every show. I'm going to say it again. You wake up, you kick ass, you be kind, you repeat. That's how we do things, Moose style. Thank you to all the ladies in the music industry, in a band, behind a desk, in a van selling merch, whatever you do, just a promoter, whatever. We appreciate you. I appreciate you greatly. Chicks That Rock every 10th episode here on Soundcheck. Next one, episode 60, with about 15 new bands, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Thanks for listening to the show. Tell your friends about it. I challenge you to share it. Your chance to die on Soundcheck. See ya next time.
Moose are reserved by the authors, their labels, or authorized representatives that permitted their material to be used. The Metal Moose holds no rights to any music played on the show. Go to themetalmoose.com to submit your music to be heard on the show. Metal Moose accepts donations of money, Cheetos, bacon, and naked pictures. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe on iTunes. Rock out while you rack out, and consider yourself moosed.